Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here in Antwerp with yet another brew review. And today we are talking about a beer that I got to know at the Modest Beer Festival. This is by a Dutch brewery who were our guest brewers in, I think, 2024. These are the Hill Devils. Immediately reminds me of The Hills Have Eyes, but no, it has nothing to do with them. These are the Hill Devils. These are a small hobby brewery in the Wouwse Plantage, so in Wouw, right across the border. I think I can cycle to them in like a bit over half an hour. I think in miles or kilometers, they are just as far from me as the city center is. So maybe I should pay them a visit. This is the Red Hot Chili Peppert. This is an imperial stout with 10% ABV and with peppers, but in a decent amount. I know that the website says if you don't like them hot, don't order this. And this label here says this beer is brewed by the Hill Devils. This Russian Imperial Stout contains red peppers. You have been warned. Unfiltered beer with re-fermentation. Yabbity yabbity yada. But I do remember talking to the brewer, who is a very, very pleasant man, and his wife is also in the business. And I asked him, how hot is hot? And he said, for me this is decent, but my wife could take a bit more. So he did have to brew several versions. This is the commercial version. I like the label. It is this sort of silhouette of Satan with peppers for horns. And it is all shiny and sparkly, so it is pretty cool. Now they do give away a lot on this label, being ingredients: water, coffee, peppers, different kinds of malts, being Maris Otter, Crystal, Roast, Pils and Aroma malts. Hops are East Kent Golding, Saaz and Challenger hops, and the yeast is Bry 97, which again I have no clue about. They brewed it up until 21.6 Platos, but then to bring it down to 10% ABV means a long fermentation and not a lot of yeast or leftover sugars. So this is quite dry. And then for 74 EBUs and 134 EBC. Okay. Those are numbers I didn't expect. So, very curious. Let's have a try. If I can just find my opener here. Plain red bottle cap. Nothing but the date on there. Ooh, I immediately see a tiny head of foam rise in the bottle, so it pours relatively thick, although it's not sugary at all. Okay, look at that. Nice dark, it's not pitch black, it is dark brown with that lovely deep red shine through. Typical decent quality stout, and of course that ruby red really accentuates the devil part and the pepper part. So I am reading things into this beer that aren't there, but I do like Easter eggs and connections and stuff. So beautiful color, also a nice thick creamy head of foam. I'm almost up to get a spoon. Nice brown foam. I'm not even gonna bother calling this beige anymore. And it does have that nice glow on it. Ooh, for the aroma. Um, let's do this in order of appearance. The very first thing that I smell, the very first thing that I pick up is peppers. Peppers in the form of cayenne pepper and dried paprika, even maybe a bit smoked paprika. I don't know whether they used cayenne or Szechuan. I believe he said a combination of both. I don't remember this very clearly. It was a beer festival. It was late, and it's been 2 years. So, but I do believe it was cayenne and Szechuan. Yeah, nice and tingly. So a lot of pepper in there. Second thing I got was immediately roasted malts, typical stout. Bit of chocolate, a bit more coffee. And that's about it for the aroma. However, very interesting indeed. So let's have a taste. Cheers, and let's see how hot is. Oh, yeah, this is layered. I love when this happens. This is proof of the Hill Devils brewing capabilities. I take a sip. First thing I taste is a dry, roasty stout. Lots of coffee, very dry, a bit watery. And also slightly herbal. And then waltzing it around the mouth, it activates all the flavor palettes, all the senses. Tingly. It really plays into your salival gland, so you get extra thirsty. And then you swallow, and the roof of your mouth, that retronasal cavity, the throat, get that slight tingle that then disperses into even ever so slightly light burning feeling from those peppers. I absolutely love this. Now, I must admit that I am a sucker for things like smoked paprika powder. I also love spicy. My body doesn't agree with spicy. And I'm not one of those people that thinks the spicier the better. However, when it's a bit spiced like this, you get that tingly, burning feeling, but it's not aggressive. I'm not running down the stairs for a glass of milk. So for me, this is ideal. Shouldn't be too much more, but they really shouldn't get less in there either. And in the aftertaste, it's again, it boils down to coffee with that dried paprika powder, that cayenne pepper. So less burning, more flavorful, more aromatic. Um, I even get some of those like roasted bell peppers on the barbecue. Uh, yeah, for a Russian Imperial Stout, this sure comes across as quite summery, like a barbecue beer. It's a barbecue in a bottle. I really enjoy this. Huh. So I think that I should score this a 425. Now, I do seem to remember having a taste of this at the festival as well. For the life of me, I would not remember how I scored this, and that is why we take notes, people. But today it is a 425. Okay, that all being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a comment down below. If you have anything to add or to ask, comment section is the place to be. If you want to follow this channel, let's say you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon, you'll get notified whenever I upload something. And if you want to support this channel, you can become a Patreon on the Patreon page. You can send me a beer if you want me to review something. You can just share a video, and that is completely free, of course, and spread the love and the knowledge for and about beer. And yeah, I'll see you guys again in the next video. Cheers.